There once was a man named Gold Roger who was king of the pirates. He had fame, power, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, these were the final words he said.
Our perspective is yours for the taking, but you'll have to join us first. We left everything we debated at the Yonkō Table.
Ever since, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for the Yonkō Table, the table that will make their dreams come true. Yo, everyone. The Yonkō Table has set sail into the open seas yet again for the Proud family, louder and prouder. This episode was chock full of references, and in case you can't tell by our backgrounds, oh man, we loved what they referenced in this week's episode, and we got a lot more to say about the actual plot of the episode, the characters introduced, and everything. But before we go deep into this, with me, as always, is fellow Yonkō, GrandMasterHoop. Grandmaster, I see that we're seeing eye to eye on these references.
Our hearts are aligned.
It's simple and clean.
Simple and clean. It's like a sanctuary.
Don't think twice about it.
Okay, but let me face my fears.
Was that the reference that sold you? Was that the one that?
Yes, this did, because I saw it and I was like, I know those stairs. Wait a minute, that's a papu fruit. I'm like, no, they didn't. They didn't. And you know what's crazy? Man, let me pull up her name. This girl who writes for the Proud family, Brianna Williams, she's a story artist on there. I follow her on Twitter, and she posts about the Proud family all the time. I saw that she's a big Kingdom Hearts stan.
I did. I noticed that. Yeah.
Right. And I think they asked her just like willy-nilly, like, hey, who should we have KG playing? What should KG be playing? And I think she's the one that said Kingdom Hearts.
She did. No, she did. I know which tweet you're talking about. She said a lot of the staff, the younger staff from our generation that's part of the Proud family, she said a lot of them are JRPG fans. They're literally playing games all the time.
Crazy. And then obviously they probably grew up in the era, because this is straight Kingdom Hearts 1,
Yes.
Like,
this is Destiny Islands. This is
right.
Oh my God, what's that realm called? It's a name. They always call it something.
I saw someone say it. I forget the name. It's like something with the hearts. Just forget it.
It's the tutorial. It's the tutorial.
It's the tutorial, right? And they're walking through, and Sora's, oh, which one do you want? You want magic, strength, or defense?
Did anyone ever pick defense?
I picked defense before.
Really?
You whack the Heartless with the shield.
Wow. I think I've always picked offense.
I mean, that is what the fool would pick.
Nonsense.
Little did you know magic would come in probably the most. Magic comes in the most handy.
That is true.
But
probably the most useful in the first game, yeah.
Yes, in the first game. But hey, we digress.
We have digressed. Yes, I know.
But that's what they do to us. This kind of fandom. We appreciate it.
That's what we want. That's what we want out of a Proud family episode. 10 out of 10. Make your Kingdom Hearts references, and you already got a W in our books.
Correct.
But there is a plot around this episode. There is a story going on with the Proud family, Louder and Prouder episode 8. Honestly, I feel like this episode was probably the most balanced in recent weeks. I feel like it balanced the comedy pretty well. I like the intro. And I feel like that's the thing that the Proud family, Louder and Prouder, has done well, regardless of what we think about any episode. Their intros slap really hard. Even if I'm not a fan of the episode or the direction it goes in, the intros usually are pretty good. And this one, I mean, I feel like is no exception. How do we start off this week?
They're in class. Their teacher is out. And here comes Miss Hill, played by Tiffany Hadish.
I recognized her voice. I knew
right off rip. How could you not? So, we know there was plenty of guest stars coming, so here she is. And I think she's always been a fan of the Proud Family. I mean, she's not our age, but she was a fan. She also had a little guest star on That's So Raven, so she's been around Disney.
She did?
She did.
Wait, recent episode of That's So Raven?
The old That's So Raven.
Really? She was around that long ago?
Yeah. You could look it up. It's like celebrities who weren't celebrities at the time guest starring in these old shows, and she's in an episode. So makes sense, rightfully so. She's coming to Proud Family again. As we heard from our interview from Calvin, the celebrities, they come to Proud Family. Sometimes they don't have to go looking. So I imagine it's the same case here. So she Miss Hill just seems unlikable. Comes in and just makes her presence known in these kids, and bam, she gives everybody detention for sneezing, from sneezing to sheeshing to just about everything. I would say, I would agree too. It was a really balanced episode, and the intros, I think they set up the plot very well of the episode. I think that's right. I think that's where they always lure me in, because I was like, oh, Tiffany Hadish, I'm here. Let's see what happens with her. Let's see what she does. I will just say, do they always knock it out of the park for me? Not necessarily. However, I will say I am still satisfied. I watched this episode twice. I was satisfied because I like the balance of the episode. I like what they do, and we'll get into what I thought they could have done better. But for the most part, I
think we're on the same page on what they could have done better.
Yes, I think we
are.
I feel like right. But let's keep going.
But as you said, this is a more balanced episode, and both in terms of the themes that they tackle with the comedy and kind of like the serious tone a little bit, but I feel like they also balanced the dynamics between the Prouds and the friends, Penny's friends. I feel like you got scenes and interactions on both sides. Penny interacting with her friends, and I put friends in quotation. I put friend in quotation marks because as soon, I might be jumping ahead. I'm jumping ahead a little bit. We'll get to it. But
okay.
I think you know. But
I think so, yeah.
But we have a balance with her friends interacting with her and how they're handling Miss Hill. And then you have the interactions with Penny's family, the Prouds, and their interactions also with Miss Hill. And I liked how this episode realized that was the main plot of the episode. And they made sure that the B plot, which was, what was it, Zoey and Bobby. I like how they recognized that it was a B plot and didn't try to like shove it into like main plot territory with this, because I think there was like an episode or two like a couple weeks ago that we said that about, where the B plot was like fighting with the A plot to try.
We said that about the ride share episode. It was like Oscar, like they were going back and forth with Oscar and Mr. Chips, and it just it didn't really fit. This one definitely fit more with Zoey and Bobby, just being the B plot, and then it came full circle better than that episode, the rideshare episode. It fit naturally that the pep rally would serve as the culminating point where the plots converge. It didn't seem like out of place. It made sense that Penny's using the pep rally to rally to a cause, and then that's also where Zoe's gonna do her be the the major, drum major,
which I don't know, when Zoe initially started dancing, I don't know if they were making small references to the Proud Family movie. Some of the animation looked like she was like doing some of the moves from because in the Proud Family movie, I think they did motion capture or something for the dance movements. where all the kids, right? All the kids and some of the Peanut characters, they got their groove on, and Zoey was the one that threw down the hardest apparently in the movie. So I don't know if her learning some of these dance moves was in reference to the Proud Family movie. I don't know. I saw it and I'm like, hey, is that a reference? I don't know. I don't know if you got the same thing.
Listen, all I gotta say is I've been like debating this in my head, but the Proud Family movie is non-canon. It is non-canon to the mainstream Proud Family. And this feels weird to say because Proud Family, is Proud Family. It's not necessarily serialized or
it's not it's not Dragon Ball Z or I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Naruto, which is the canon timeline, which is filler.
Exactly. But the Proud Family movie, Penny was turning 16. Penny is 14 in this series, Zoey could dance in the Proud Family movie. Now Zoey doesn't know how to dance anymore, and it's cultural appropriation to teach her how to dance.
According to Maya,
but she needs it. So, Proud Family movie is non-canon. It's non-canon. We can't reference it anymore. It's throw it out. And I think they honestly wanted to throw it out too.
Oh, to a degree. The creators?
Yes, to a degree. Not a huge degree, but it's non-canon.
I see. Fair enough. I guess we'll have to accept that the Proud Family movie is the Dragon Ball GT of the Proud Family canon.
That's a good way to put it.
But so what happens? The main plot kicks off. Miss Hill is coming in. She's what, the new teacher for?
No, I think she's a
sub.
I think and again, see, look, I like this episode.
You should relate to this a lot.
I mean, I don't relate.
Not relate.
Yeah, I can
have some insight.
I have some insight. I think Miss Hill is a paraprofessional, so they are the ones who, if you can't get a sub, they support in the front office, they support in the classrooms, they support in the exceptional student unit. So
okay,
paraprofessional. It sounded like Miss Hill already worked on staff and they couldn't get a sub, so here she is subbing for their health class. And a lot of times, to be honest, paraprofessionals, because they are paraprofessionals, some get good from what I've seen in my years of teaching, some get respect, some don't. And I mean, that's kind of with the territory, Right. If you don't build a good relationship with the children, you're not going to probably get the respect you want, or, you'll just be looked at as this mean teacher, which these kids look at her as a mean teacher. So what? Yeah, she's in detention. Penny leaves her phone in detention and she has to go get it back. And let's talk about that stealth suit. What the heck is going on?
Oh my
here?
God, that suit. I want to know how much Penny charged on Oscar's
credit card.
Yes, that suit could do everything. That suit. Why are you in school anymore? You might as well work for the CIA.
You might as well break into Fort Knox for that thing.
It's just insane. What it literally had a mode and gadget for every scenario. It had a pill bug mode for dodging lasers and infiltration. It had the superior Kevin Hart for
the Kevin Hart mode. You gonna learn today.
You gonna learn today. I like that line.
Yes, I like that too. And then of course they paired the Kevin Hart mode with the Rock mode because they just love being in movies together.
That's right.
But also Tarantula mode.
What was the deal with that?
Okay. I think they're low-key trying to reference Miles Morales. Low-key.
Very, very low.
Very low-key. A spider? Why a spider? First of all.
Because spiders can stick to walls.
If the stealth suit can do all that, why become a spider to sneak out your house? And then 2, it could turn invisible. Miles Morales has invisibility. I'm calling it right now, and I'll tweet them later. That it's a low-key reference to Miles Morales. I'm calling it.
Okay. So what? Are we gonna get a tweet from Brianna saying that they were at the staff was asked which superhero should Penny turn into, or which superhero should we have her stealth suit, pay homage to? And they're like, Miles Morales.
Oh, for sure.
Invisibility, spider, stick to walls.
That's it.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah, that's it. That's literally it. That's all you needed. That's all you needed. So yeah. So what? She catches Miss Hill. As they put it, what's that word? Oh gosh, brain fart. What do you call it when people stay at the house or stay at a place?
Oh, squatting.
She's squatting. No,
for like literally when I saw her in the teacher's lounge, and it looked like she lived there. She was in her pajamas. She had the avocado facial mask. In my head, I thought ahead like of where the plot might go, and I was thinking, wow, this might be one of those sadder episodes of the Proud Family. I'm just thinking like ahead of the game, like we're only 5 minutes in, and I'm like, is this gonna be a tearjerker? Is this gonna be one of those episodes? So I set my expectations really high for the remainder of the episode, because I knew it was like, wow, so they're gonna tackle something like really real in this episode of the Proud Family. I don't know if in your experience you ever like met anyone that had to go through that, like as a teacher, or if you heard down the line or heard through the grapevine of someone that may have done that.
I don't know about squatting. However, Miss Hill was having her car troubles, and again, this whole thing just made me think. I was like, oh my gosh, pay the teachers the wages they deserve. I know of some teachers who have car problems to the point where, I mean, jokingly they say, we'll go to the kindergarten rooms, pull out one of the little bedtime mats. But I do know some teachers who have done that. But wow. I don't think because they were homeless. But I do. It's like a thing. It is a thing for sure. Like, stay late enough. Nobody says anything. The custodians don't say anything. It is what it is. They lock the doors. They lock the gates. And if you happen to be in your room, you happen to be in your room. It's not like they have nighttime security. So
right.
It's not crazy to think. But I too thought this was going to be a heavier topic episode.
Right.
And of course it kind of played out similarly to our other heavier topic episode, father figures. Word gets out, of course, through DrJace.
Listen, man, DrJace, axe DrJace, man, this is ridiculous.
Axe her, oh my god.
I mean, literally, as soon as Penny told the rest of them what Miss Hill was going through, the first thought that came to mind, I already know what's going to happen. DrJace is going to be the problem.
She even hesitated to keep the secret.
Penny did, or DrJace?
No, DrJace. Like she looked like she went a little. There's some hesitation in doing it.
Oh, I need to watch the episode again.
There was a slight hesitation. I will say this: I did laugh at the program that DrJace is a part of.
Snitches to riches.
Snitches to
That was funny. That was
funny. Yeah. And
what did she win for that? Didn't she get like
she got her lunchroom debt paid off.
Lunchroom debt. As if, I'm imagining if it's a debt, good God, it had to be
what the heck are they
thousands
eating
of dollars? Yeah.
Right. They must be eating some quality food, some 5-star restaurant type meals.
Or I guess because she has like 9 siblings, right?
She did. She mentioned that. She's like, I got 9 brothers and sisters. So to each their own. But dang, Zang, it's really hard to trust DrJace sometimes. But
he has not been able to keep a secret.
But
whole season.
If there is one character to not keep the secret, I guess it has to be DrJace. It would be nobody else.
She's the gossip girl, which is funny because I don't know. I kind of expect that from La Cienega, just because she has that mentality of like being the frenemy, or like the anti-hero, I guess, in the group compared to everyone else, right? Everyone else seems to be on the same page, friendly with each other. but then she's the one that treats everyone like a punching bag. So I thought she was gonna be the one to, or not that I expected her to be. I could see her being the one to rat everything out, right?
No, I definitely see DrJace as the one.
No, like, I mean, in the sense that yes, DrJace has a track record of letting this stuff go out, but I don't know. La Cienaga's always just mean to everyone. I could see her doing it, but because at least so far, La Cienega has not had a track record of leaking stuff out like that so far. At least I don't think so, right?
I just see La Cienega, unless it is personally affecting her, she doesn't really show her mean streak. But even when something is personally affecting her, she addresses it with that person, not with like kind of everybody else.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like it has to be directly impacting her for her to address it in her La Cienega way. DrJace is the only one I could see who's dumb enough or like insensitive enough to
very insensitive.
Right. It's super insensitive. But that's, you know, again, they're all kids. They're all 14. They all make mistakes, you know. Hopefully they learn something from it.
I hope they do.
I hope they do too. I mean, Penny as well. You know, Penny's over here like, Mrs. Hill, you got a microwave in your car. And she's like, oh yeah, you know, because I want to eat Hot Pockets on the road. And she's like, you're not very smart, are you? And like, sometimes Penny is kind of dumb. It's like, come on, Penny, use your brain. Like,
put it together.
She's living out of her car. Come on. Like, is that not obvious here? So.
Oh my God. But you're right. Like it does. I mean, because of DrJace's loose lips, it results in Miss Hill getting fired from her job. She's now homeless, or I guess, she's homeless now. She has nowhere to go. And this is where it kind of lost me a little bit, because I was on board all the way up until like around this portion of the episode, which is right. So Penny offers up her place for Miss Hill to come in, stay the night, because she realizes it's all her fault. It's all Penny's fault that Miss Hill is in the situation that she's in. But Miss Hill keeps her mean streak on, like, for the rest of the episode. You know what I mean? Like, I expected like a change in tone at this point, where you see maybe reasons why she is the way that she is, because, you know, life in general is not going her way, like for the last, like, I don't know, couple years, months, whatever. But she comes into the Proud family house and she's demanding things from Sugar Mama and Trudy. This is where you lost me. Sugar Mama and Trudy would beat that ass before ever letting some stranger into their house, demanding them to, like, I don't know, take classes, do homework, do all this. And I guess that just plays into the Proud family absurdity. Like, oh yeah, look at how absurd this is. Some stranger is now giving homework to Trudy and Oscar in their own home. That's crazy. But I don't know. I felt like it was a little out of character. I don't know if this was maybe the same scene that you're talking about, where it kind of lost you a little bit. At least for me, this is where it was for me.
Yeah, no, I think one thing they just forgot to do was characterize Miss Hill. We don't know why she's homeless, you know. I mean, and I guess, you know, in the big scheme of it all, you don't really need to know why someone's homeless. They just are homeless. But also, you know, yes, these people took her in. You think she'd show a little more gratitude to the people who took you in, who they didn't have to take. And Oscar was actually, you know, very against it, you know.
Very.
Trudy, see, I laughed at this. Trudy was like, Oscar, this is what we taught Penny, to be kind and charitable to others. And Oscar's like, we lied.
Straight to the point. Get her out of my house.
But yeah, it didn't really work for me. It was funny to watch. I thought it was funny for her to, you know, put them through the rigor of academics again.
Right.
And also Trudy was just being pledged, like straight up pledged. That is
Oh,
Like,
the planking.
yeah, the planking. She was doing the wall sit. And he's like, "Are you ready to join us?" You know, she was being pledged. But
Speaking from experience.
I plead the fifth.
Interesting.
I plead the fifth. But yeah, I guess the biggest thing for me too was just I mean, I took it. She really loves teaching, but then they don't hone in on that. You know, they don't hone in on her situation. They don't hone in that she really enjoys teaching. They kind of just, it's like, it was just like, give me some depth.
Yeah, like, because I wanted to like Miss Hill. Like, I wanted to like a side of her, like, because I thought what they were gonna do was she has this layer of you know, being mean and, you know, not being a happy teacher. She's very stern with her students. But I thought once Penny started living with her, like an onion, it starts peeling back the layers to her character. She was gonna unravel the, you know, her character.
Oh my!
And I'm thinking about, like, man, they could have, if they had done that. I really think, because I still enjoyed this episode more than, you know, I would say like the last couple weeks even. But if they had unraveled Miss Hill's character, I think this could be up there with Father Figures. Father Figures still at the top, baby. We're still at the top. Father Figures still at the top. But I think if they had just done a little bit more with Miss Hill, oh my God, this could have been one of those episodes, man. Like, oh God, yeah.
It could have, and it really shows where they kind of misstepped just a bit, just like, because from there we just see Penny and the gang now just, I mean, it was kind of really easy for them to come up with a plan to help her. They just made a see, I like this little stuff like this, like the joke, the little plays. Broke no joke.
Yeah.
Which is just broke no joke. What is just a GoFundMe page.
Right.
Right. And
I like, did you notice how it's supposed to start at 0, but like hers was at -75?
Yes, I did see that. And I was like, oh man, they really don't like this teacher. And oh my gosh, even the principal doesn't like the teacher.
Miss Hilltower.
Miss Hightower, yeah.
Well, Hightower.
Yeah, Miss Hightower, she doesn't like her either, because
quiet down, you future mall cops.
And then, you know, yeah, she shoved Penny off stage, saying no one cares. But and then, yeah, right. I honestly don't really remember much other than they came up with that idea, and they did it. They presented it at the pep rally, and that was kind of it. And bam, it was over. It was done.
Yeah, it kind of wrapped up pretty quick. I mean, it's like you said earlier, that's when the B plot starts integrating into the main plot, where Uncle Bobby is teaching Zoey how to be, I guess, or yeah, giving her like Funky Town, you know, beats.
I really enjoyed the B plot.
It was. I liked it too.
That reminds me of like Game of Thrones. It's like, who can we pair together who you would never expect to be paired together?
Yeah, what kind of pairing it? Like, I like it. I like the pairing, but like that's not the first thing you think of. Zoey and Uncle Bobby?
Zoey and Uncle Bobby.
Where is that gonna go?
Yeah, no. And I mean, I definitely laughed at, you know, he was like, I gotta show you my prerogative, Bobby Brown. So if you know that song, Britney Spears infamously covered that song.
Oh, and Zoey mentioned it. She's like, oh, the Britney Spears song.
Right.
Child.
Hilarious. That is funny. I love that. That is a really funny thing. Because I forgot that was a thing. But I also understand that might be a generation's first introduction to that song, My Prerogative. And then you got Bobby over here. Right. I get it. But then Bobby over here is like, yeah, child, what are you talking about? Like, you know, he's about to get her up out the house for saying some blasphemy like that. But yeah, it's just a couple of things too. Did you ever think Bobby went to college? I never thought Bobby went to college.
Zoey was just as surprised as the rest of us. Actually, wait, who was it? Zoey that was surprised, or DrJace? DrJace.
DrJace. Yeah, DrJace.
Okay.
Bobby went to college. I thought the same thing. I thought Bobby was a bum.
I mean, that's how he was always played out. It made it seem like he never went to school, or rather, he probably went to like high school max. And after that, he kind of just leached off a sugar mama. And it's funny because if that's the case, it's more hilarious that sugar mama views him as the
favorite
prodigy
son,
child,
right? Mm-hmm.
compared to Oscar, who has his own home, has his family,
his own career, who went to school. Yeah.
Right. I just find that hilarious. But yeah, Uncle Bobby, he went to school, and did they say what school he went to?
He was wearing orange and green, so I'm guessing the writing staff has to be a FAMU alum.
Really?
Oh yes, it was straight. If it weren't for the colors, I would think it could be any other school or just HBCU in general. He's wearing orange and green. Bobby is a Rattler. He's a FAMU. Right. Yes, that's what I took from it. I love for someone to correct me if I'm wrong, but that was my takeaway. Which again, I think.
Did they say what he went to school for, or that he just went to college?
I mean, he was a drum major, so I imagine he got a scholarship.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the band. So
right.
I again never. I mean, it makes sense. If Bobby did go to college, he was in the band.
Oh, okay.
Which I can totally see. I can see that. I didn't see the college part, but now if he did go to college, he was in the band. Yeah, no, they didn't say what he went for. They didn't say if he finished. I'm gonna take it that he didn't finish. I don't know. Maybe Bobby is smarter than we just never knew.
Maybe he's a genius.
Maybe he's just lazy and loves his mother so much that he just mooches off of her and keeps it moving.
Right. And I like how they try to integrate the A plot and the B plot together by having Uncle Bobby have previous relations with Miss Hill from high school.
I like that too. That was random, but yeah, it allowed Sugar Mama to have some say in the matter.
Right. She was pissed. She was pissed at this girl. I kind of wanted a little more from Sugar Mama to see what else she was gonna say about Miss Hill.
But I also thought it was funny because she's like, well, you came and ruined the prom because you came and had to cut Bobby's steak and you took my corsage. And it just makes sense because Bobby is a mama's boy.
That's right.
Sugar Mama's a little overprotective of Bobby, and I can understand this discourse they have. They're peeling back some layers that we've never seen before.
Peeling back the layers of a B plot character and
right.
not the A plot.
Right.
Interesting.
Very interesting. I like that.
I liked how do you call it? I think when even was it Sugar Mama or Bobby that had like the reel of photos that had the Miss Hill's face scratched out. Was it Bobby?
Sugar Mama had it.
Sugar Mama. So she scratched out that girl's face out of those pictures of Bobby.
Correct.
I thought that was funny. I kind of wanted to pause the scene too to maybe see if one of those photos referenced anything.
Now that you mention it, now I want to go back and look.
Because there were a lot. There were a lot of photos.
There were. So actually, yeah, I want to go back and look at that. But yeah, I see when that's when I was talking about balance. We got a lot more interaction with Sugar Mama, Trudy, this episode. I mean, it was very brief, but I like seeing them being more incorporated into the story. I feel this new series has been very heavy on the friends, Penny and her friends.
Right.
That sometimes the adults get left in the dust. That's one thing I really did like about this episode. I like seeing how the family deals with these things, or just the plot in general, how they're incorporated into the plot. But yeah, speaking of the ending though, but yeah, how did you feel about Zoe did her thing? It went viral. They get Miss Hill $1 million, and then bam,
it's over. I don't know what to say. I mean, again, it just goes back to I feel like the payoff at the end would have been, it would have felt more rewarding had they done what we mentioned earlier. If they had built off of Mrs. Hill's character beforehand, because now once they present, like even when Penny presented the money to her, she's like, Miss Hill, we did it. We got you like $1 million. She still had this front going on, like, Penny, you're full of it. Stop lying to me. And I'm like,
she said, I ain't Boo Boo the Fool.
I am Boo Boo the Fool. And I'm like, oh my God, come on. Like, I get it. It's at first unbelievable, but I feel like, you know, maybe if they had characterized her a little bit more earlier, you know, this scene could have hit a lot more, because maybe that distrust that she has for Penny presenting her something that, you know, that generous, maybe it's something from her past. Maybe, I don't know, like a past relative, family friend, like try to help her or something, and they end up stabbing her in the back. I don't know. I'm just throwing darts at the wall. To me, this scene would have hit a lot more, because then I would have understood Mrs. Hill's character. I understand why she's distrusting the Penny. She doesn't want to outright believe her right away. And then it would have hit even more once she realized Penny is telling the truth, and then she starts crying. I feel like the cry scene would have, it would have hit so much harder if I had more character to her. I don't know. Like, it's not bad. I just wanted more of Miss Hill. You know what I mean? And it's
no.
Like, yeah, go ahead.
I know exactly what you mean, because I mean, you nailed it on the head. There was a missed they play Miss Hill for laughs versus an actual character. You know, we didn't really get to see, and that's the thing too. If they didn't want to really tackle the issue of homelessness, that's okay. You know, if they wanted to just, you know, just show what it would be like if a teacher lived in the Proud House, what it would be like, they did it. Good job. It was funny. We definitely laughed. Yeah. Or if they wanted to show kids rallying together to help a teacher in need, they did it, because they did it. But like,
the kids didn't really help her in the beginning. They're like, no, we hate her. We hate Miss Hill. It was only because of Zoe. They're like, okay, all right.
Yeah. And that's the other part too. It was like, the resolution wasn't even about the problem. They were sending money because they saw the link, because they were watching Zoe, which is.
And how do they even link that together?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That's one part I felt like at first I thought that I missed, where I'm like, am I missing? How are the donations being tied to Zoe dancing on stage? You know what I mean? Like, I took it as Zoe's dancing in front of the majorettes and the band and whatnot, and the video went viral. In the post, the bio of the video, it probably says link to the Broke No Joke page. That's how I took it. But okay. And I don't want to do this a lot, but okay, so there is a episode in the original series. Do you remember the Kwanzaa episode? I remember there was a Kwanzaa episode. I remember seeing Oscar in the outfit, right?
The dashiki,
right? I remember seeing Oscar in that. I don't remember what the plot was, but I remember it existing. I know it was a thing.
So that episode centered around homelessness, and they actually tackled it very well. You know, like they addressed a lot of, and maybe they weren't trying to retread the same ground, but
right.
That episode is I mean, again, if that wasn't their goal, then that's okay. But if that was their goal, they missed the mark. But that episode did a really good job of just, you know, they went to the shelter. They saw how people were living at the shelter. They brought in the homeless people played by Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh my God. I remember now.
Right.
Yeah.
And Raven.
Core memory.
Right. And, you know, they did ask them questions, stuff like, you know, what do y'all do for a living? And the mom's like, I'm a teacher. Oh wow, I just connected that right there. The mom said she was a teacher. Right.
Wow.
And then the dad was a construction worker, but you know, they were between jobs and they were between houses. And then, you know, at the end of the episode, it was revealed that, you know, they're spirits, so they're not actual people, but they were posing as homeless people, actual homeless people. And then Oscar met the real homeless people, and he put him in touch with Felix so the construction worker could get a job. Right. So there, I feel this, and I don't think about this overall with the new series because I mean father figures, and I don't want to keep referencing father figures.
It's the pinnacle of this series. It's the benchmark.
It is. Well, okay, father figures, and it all started with an orange basketball.
Yes. That was episode 3.
Three.
Yeah.
Those episodes nailed, like, just, you know, kind of delivering the message in a comedic way and still making it work without losing sight of what you're trying to do. I felt this episode could have, like we've been saying,
it could have been,
and it didn't. It's unfortunate. It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world.
It is one of the better episodes, I think. Like,
yes, it's still a good episode. I still enjoyed watching it. It's just, again, if that was their intention to deliver this message about homelessness and what people go through, specifically teachers, I don't know. They missed the mark. Because $1 million, she's not going to go back to go teach, even if they did take out. Even if they did take out 15% of, you know.
Yeah, I like how what was it? KG. He kind of threw that in there as if it was gonna be a big deal. 15% of $1 million. Miss Hill is set. Okay.
Right. She ain't going back to teaching. Yes.
She is not, man.
They got her a house and then some.
And then some. Was the then some Uncle Bobby? Because Uncle Bobby latched on real quick.
Right. So
I mean, my God. But I mean, again, like we said, the jokes, a lot of the jokes landed. They were really good. You know, Wizard Kelly's basically the Disney of the Proud Family universe.
Oh my gosh.
They have their hand in everything.
Disney, Jeff Bezos. Because what he said, thanks
Wizard
for ordering
Plus.
from Wiz. Well, there's Wizard Plus, and then there's Wiz Prime.
Wiz Prime. Right.
What he said, something like, thank you for ordering from Wiz Prime. Now go handle the crime, y'all.
It was something like that. I was like, wait, what? I was so confused because you didn't know it was a suit at first. And I was like, why did he say that? Why did he tell Betty that? And then she stuck on the stealth suit and she went full Black Widow. Wait a minute. That's what it was referencing. The tarantula. It's referencing Black Widow.
Oh.
That's what it was.
And Maya, I think Maya did call her Black Widow.
She did.
She did. Yep.
Bam. That Miles Morales reference crumpled Kobe to
whatever,
the
man.
track.
Whatever. Fine. You're right. You're right.
Black. But yeah, overall a great episode. We only have 2 more after this.
Two more. Yeah. 2 more.
We haven't seen Little Nas so far, right?
I think I saw the episode titles. I think he will be the finale.
Okay.
Because if I'm not mistaken, it's called Old Town Road.
That's 100% him. Yeah.
Well, of course, but they spelled town with an E or something. Something like that.
So Old Tune Road?
Old TOWNE.
Oh, E at the end. I thought you meant
yeah.
Instead of the O. That would have been weird.
Yeah. So I'm sure we'll see him at the final one. Whatever he may be doing.
Okay.
Whatever he may be doing.
All right. Any other guest stars left? That's the only one that I remember, like, significant.
Little Nas. I mean, I'm looking at it now. I see some Gabrielle Union hasn't showed up.
Okay. We got J. Cole in this episode, right?
We didn't get J. Cole. They just referenced 21 Savage and J. Cole's song a lot when Miss Hill was asking them stuff, and they just kept saying a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they weren't in there.
I was about to say, did I miss something? I thought there
was. No. I see here Gabby Douglas is supposed to appear. So,
which one's
that? Snap! They got like Gabby Douglas, Lori Hernandez, Dominique Dawes, a bunch of gymnasts. Maybe we'll have a gymnast episode. Ooh. They still got a number of guest stars supposed to show up. So
2 episodes left, 9 and 10.
Yeah, we'll see how they do it. Shoot, if we don't see them, maybe they're already maybe recording for season 2. Who knows?
Season 2. Interesting.
Right. So we don't. Who knows? Who really knows?
We might get some insight. I don't know. Calvin, let us know if you're listening.
Or Brianna, let us know.
Brianna.
Right. Got some ideas.
For sure. But yeah, overall, great episode of The Proud Family. Do you have any final thoughts on, I guess, the episode in general, or what you expect from the last 2 episodes? We don't know if we're getting a season 2, but
we don't know. I'm satisfied. I enjoy watching it. I may be
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I may be critical, but there are nuggets of. There are a lot more nuggets of good than my critiques of, my whatever the mixed things I have to say about it. So, like, again, this Kingdom Hearts reference, everybody is talking about this Kingdom Hearts reference. So.
Out of the entire episode, overshadowed everything.
Correct. They listen, Tiffany Hadish, who cares? Kingdom Hearts, yes. So.
I think it's significant too, because we all know Kingdom Hearts is a Disney property, right? But it's never really referenced in Disney products that much.
It's never.
You don't go to Magic Kingdom and get on the World That Never Was ride. That doesn't exist.
You make lightsabers at Disney World. You don't make keyblades, right?
And I feel like this one was more of the on the nose thing, because I think the only other time that we've seen a Kingdom Hearts reference in a Disney property was that Mickey Mouse show.
That new age Mickey Mouse show.
New age, yeah, and it's like Minnie. She has like a box of like random stuff. Yes. And there's a keyblade in there. There's like, okay,
keyblade in there, right?
That's cool. But you have KG literally here playing Kingdom Hearts. There is no denying it. That's not a subtle reference in the background.
No, that's it.
That's it. That is it. So, hey, more Kingdom Hearts references, please, Disney. Keep them coming. And yeah, like Grandmaster Hoop was saying, we're only critical of the things that we love. We love the Proud Family. And regardless of any critiques that we might have of any of the episodes, this has probably been one of, if not the most successful reboots of an old IP, an old property in recent memory. I honestly can't think of an old IP that's been resurrected from the past that has been this consistently good throughout its run. We're already on 2 episodes left, right? And I don't think so far we have left an episode thinking, man, that Proud Family episode got me tired. You know what I mean? Like, woo, I'm glad that's over. Not a single episode has done that yet.
Right.
I feel like that's commendable because, a lot of revival series, they hit that, they trip over themselves within the first 10 minutes of the first episode. So yeah, we'll wait and see. 2 episodes left. Enjoying it while it lasts. Kingdom Hearts for the win. And just in time, coincidence for...
It is a coincidence. It was not purposeful, correct?
It was not purposeful for 2 things. The Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary around the corner. I think it's April 10th, the anniversary event. Around there, April 9th, April 10th. And for those of you listening to us, we have a Kingdom Hearts ranking list in the works. Be sure to tune in for that when it drops. It's already recorded, so it's coming, guys. It's coming.
Check out our deep dive. That's already there.
Right. We already have a Kingdom Hearts deep dive where we just give our own retrospective on how we were introduced to the series. And coming up soon, and this weekend, we are going to release the ranking list where we basically rank all the Kingdom Hearts games except for Melody of Memory, but you guys will know why that is once you hear the episode. So Kingdom Hearts for the win. It's Kingdom Hearts week this week, and we're all excited. That's not even the plot of the episode, damn it. But that's all we have to say at the Yonkō Table for Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, episode 8. Let us know what you all think of the episode in the comments below. Whatever you're listening to this episode on, we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at the Yonkō Table. Give us a like, give us a share, tell us your thoughts, and yeah, take care. I'm your Yonkō host, Dr. Jace Attorney, folks, and fellow Yonkō Grandmaster Hoop, signing off, and take care.